Welcome back to the A to Z of parish councils, and this is a series where I'm taking you behind the notice board of local council life, one topic at a time. My name's Stephanie Akerman. I'm on a parish council and I'm the chair of Checkley Parish Council based in Staffordshire Moorlands. And today we're on P for planning. Planning is one of the issues that gets people talking the most within our parish, whether it's a proposed housing estate at the edge of the village, maybe a new business opening, or an extension that a community member has got going on next door. There's usually a strong opinion, but what's less understood is how our parish council can fit into the process. So we don't get to make the final decisions. That power unfortunately sits with the district council in our area because they're the planning authority. But as a statutory consultee, we are invited to comment on every application that will affect our parish, and then what we do put and submit then goes on public record. So what do we look at? We'll consider all the different things like parking and access, because we have a lot of parking and access issues within our community. We'll look at the highway safety because we have some quite narrow and dangerous roads. We'll look at the drainage and the flood risks because in our area we have a lot of issues with the river flooding and with the drainage being at capacity. We'll then also look at things like the visual impact of the proposal, whether it's overlooking anybody and whether it affects anybody's privacy. And we also look at whether it'll fit in with the surrounding area. We also listen to our community, so if a member of the community raises any concerns, those are included in our response. So some people don't really realise that telling the parish council or a parish councillor about a planning concern can make a real difference because it'll help us shape a stronger and more informed reply. So we have a planning committee consisting of several members of the parish council, and they'll meet regularly to go through the details, or they'll communicate in any way that they need and see fit. We'll draft the council's responses, and then this is agreed and submitted at our meetings. And we'll always cross-reference with what is our neighbourhood plan, and this neighbourhood plan carries some legal weight and it reflects the community's own agreed priorities. So we've used planning responses to raise flags about the poor drainage, the inadequate infrastructure, and then any potential impact that they can have on our green spaces. And we've also supported applications that bring value, like heritage improvements or community-focused development. The planning decisions can affect the future character of our villages, and while we're not the decision makers, we are that trusted voice that just helps ensure that the proposals that are out there get the scrutiny that they need from the most local community. So if something's being built near you and you're unsure what's happening, check the parish council agenda or minutes, speak to a councillor or attend a meeting, because we're often the first route into the process. I just want to say thank you for listening to today's episode, and next up in my episodes will be Q for questions. So thank you and take care. Bye.